What's up, guys? Bringing another live to you guys from Los Angeles. Hope you're all doing good out there. It's Wednesday evening. It's almost about to be midnight, and it's therefore almost Thursday. This is gonna be a cryptocurrency video, so I'm still not even sure as to how relevant it is as to, you know, us making cryptocurrency videos and saying that we're not financial advisors. But I guess it's safe to say that I'm not a financial advisor and that you guys should do your own due diligence in terms of research. So I've said this before, guys. Always be safe in whatever you do. So I just wanted to put that out there, so you guys are a little bit wiser whenever you make a decision of any sort. So prioritize safety, guys, whether it's driving or investing in cryptocurrency or whatever you're doing, even going for a walk, right? So let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about the cryptocurrency market. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is at 1579. I have always said that after the COVID crisis and also after the economy getting back to where it is, I've always said that even though the economy has recovered and the price of it has proved it, of Bitcoin, and in turn, the price of Bitcoin has proved that the economy has recovered, right? I am saying that we are gonna be seeing the 7,000, 8,000, and $9,000 mark of Bitcoin again from where it is right now, November the 11th, 2020, sitting at 15,799, 15,800, $15,800. So, why do I say this? Well, let's go back a couple weeks, guys. Um, the price of Bitcoin was at around $10,000, and then Jack Dorsey of Twitter comes out and says my company Square is going to be putting in 1% of all of its assets into Bitcoin, which was an approximate number of $50 million, according to what they said. I mean, who knows the real numbers? But after this event, the price of Bitcoin went up by $1,000. So from around 10.2, 10.5, it went to about 11.5. About 2 weeks later, approximately, within the same 30-day mark, PayPal comes out and says that they're getting in the crypto game. And guess what happens? The price of Bitcoin goes up from 11.5 to 12.5. And ever since then, the price has just continued to go up, and now we're at 15.8. But the question is, will it hold at these numbers? Now let's talk about a couple things that happened this year. There was the Bitcoin halving, which means that that every 4 years, pretty much, the cryptocurrency mining hash rate is halved, so it pretty much gets harder to mine Bitcoin with the miners that they pretty much have, and the amount that they get is pretty much halved. So they only get half of what they mine for every 4 years. Here's the thing. Bitcoin is always going to be going up no matter what, and I think it's here to stay for the very, very long term. Here's the thing. What is it going to be doing right now? It's the short term, and I want to talk about the short term because a lot of people that buy Bitcoin don't really think of the long term, and they're likely thinking of the short term, and the results of what happens to Bitcoin in the short term stops them from staying in the cryptocurrency market. Now, if we recall, back in 2017, early 2018, the price of Bitcoin was $18,000, $19,000. Everyone was talking about Bitcoin. I'm crypto this guy, crypto that guy. You know, Floyd Mayweather came out and said he's now known as Crypto Floyd. But right when the price went down, everybody just stopped talking about it. It was almost as though, you know, there was no more crypto. But believe it or not, my thing is personally is pretty much to buy low and sell high. That's just how that's just how it works. That's just how the priority. That's just where the priority is, to be safe in terms of making investments in the cryptocurrency market and in the stock market, in my experience and in my view, of course. So now we're asking ourselves, what's next for Bitcoin now that it's at 15.8? Well, I say that it'll stick to this price for a while. Obviously, the price has rallied whenever President-elect Joe Biden was nominated. So there's a lot of factors involved in terms of determining stock prices or cryptocurrency prices. But the fact is that the price did go up ever since Joe Biden was nominated president-elect. Now, I say that the price will go down, and I've made several videos in terms of why I said that we will see $7,000, $8,000, and $9,000 again. But just to quickly mention the reason why is because, guys, cryptocurrency mining hardware is increasing in terms of the hash rate they mine at an exponential rate. So, for example, um, when the Bitcoin price was about $7,000 to $8,000, or I would say even from $6,000 to about $9,000, the miners that were majorly being used were Antminer S9s, and they were pretty much Dragon Mint as well. And there's a couple other companies like Bitfury and stuff, and their average hash rate was around 16 terahashes and 17 terahashes. So, for example, if you go to the Dragon Mint, if you type in Dragon Mint on Google, and you'll see that their first model was like was a 16 terahash miner. It was a 16 terahash rate miner. Um, but if you go and look at it now, it's not 32. It's like 48. So yeah, the hashing rate of Bitcoin was halved this year, but the cryptocurrency mining hardware isn't doubling up, it's tripling up, it's quadrupling up. So are we gonna see the $8,000, $9,000 rate, considering we saw the price go from 19,000 of Bitcoin all the way back down to 3,000? This is me mentioning the lows and the highs in the past 4 years. So will we see 7,000, 8,000, $9,000 again? I think it's a no brainer. Realistically speaking, we just might even see 6,000 again. We might even see 5,500 again. I mean, and guys, I just want to say one quick thing. Whenever Bitcoin hit $19,000 again, I was one of the first people to come out and say, we will never see 10,000 again. We will never see 12,000 again. We will never see 15,000 again. And lo and behold, we see Bitcoin drop to 3,300, I think is what it was, ever since the rocking up from late 2017, early 2018. So um yeah, I think we'll definitely see 7,000, 8,000, and $9,000 of each Bitcoin again, because again, the cryptocurrency mining hardware is not doubling up in terms of its hash rate, canceling out the halving that happened this year, but it's tripling, it's quadrupling in terms of the hash rate of the Bitcoin mining hardware that's being produced and manufactured nowadays here at the end of 2020. And not just that, I would also say that more and more cryptocurrency miners are joining the space to mine, and and there's more and more pools that are being created to mine Bitcoin. So um the halving only happens once every 4 years, but there's just so much more. There's just so much more production in terms of the hash rate that that the cryptocurrency mining hardware is getting from engineering and research, where it's not 2x canceling out the halving that happened this year. It's more like 3x, 4x. So obviously there's more interest in acquiring Bitcoin from investors all around the world. But the key point is that there's a few things that drive the price, and well, there's actually a lot of things that drive the price. But the point is that scarcity is one of the main things, and so is hype. So considering scarcity and hype, I would say that okay, PayPal drove the price up of Bitcoin by $1,000 approximately, and so did Jack Dorsey's Square that put up $50 million in Bitcoin. So, and I'd say that's another $1,000. So right now we can say that about $2,000 was simply driven up simply because of hype, because $50 million does not scratch the $292 billion market cap that is currently available in Bitcoin. So, what am I trying to say? I'm pretty much saying that Bitcoin is here to stay. I think Bitcoin will reach a six-figure price sometime in the future. I don't know when. But I'm saying that from right now, November the 11th, 2020, we will see Bitcoin at from 15.8 back down to 7, 8,000 or $9,000, maybe even lower than that. Who knows? Um, there hasn't been any states. There haven't been any states that have certified Joe Biden as the president elect. There's still a lot to be covered. And we don't know what's gonna happen. But the fact is that whenever there is instability in the world, whether wherever it is, especially in countries that have a lot of financial influence, such as the United States and Europe in general, bad news crashes the price down like that. But good news only brings it up so much. So look at what COVID did. COVID was bad news and it crashed the entire world, right? So comparing that to the news that PayPal is joining the crypto game, Jack Dorsey's joining the crypto game, it only drove the price up so much. And realistically, again, this is just all just hype. So when when the bad news kicks in, guys, and this is just the bad news. I'm not even mentioning the cryptocurrency hardware that's gonna be faster and faster the more it's produced, considering the exponential growth of the technology that's being implemented. So um the bad news is definitely going to be something that will drive the price down once it pops up. So I would say that we are likely going to be getting some unrest in the United States, in my opinion. This is just my view. In the coming months, we don't know if there's going to be a smooth transition. And let's not forget that Europe is also shut down right now. I don't want to say for the most part, but I know the UK is. I think France is. I think Germany is. So all these countries are shut down right now because of the coronavirus. But we don't know what the price is gonna do realistically as it continues as the COVID pretty much makes these countries remain shut down. And um, recalling what Joe Biden said, Joe Biden has said that he's gonna shut down the U.S. Once he's elected president. So if we have countries shut down, we'll likely have another market crash, and we don't know how the people will be reacting this time around. So, um, there's two big things I'm mentioning here. Cryptocurrency mining hardware is becoming faster and faster, so it's not increasing at a rate of 2x, it's increasing at a rate of 3x, 4x, 5x even. And there's more cryptocurrency miners that are joining the space. And two, We still haven't figured out the COVID situation. Yes, there's vaccines that are being created, but at the same time, we're seeing lockdown everywhere. So, what are the next couple months going to say? In my opinion, I think the next couple months are going to be driving down the price of Bitcoin. So right now, I would say that it's very high right now for the price at 15.8. So I definitely say that we'll see 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 dollars again. But the question is when. We don't know, but I think in the near future we will see that, especially within the next couple months. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But just to quickly mention for the altcoins are not going up as much as Bitcoin has in the last 2 months, I would say. So Bitcoin has pretty much had a 70% increase, but I tell you that a majority of the altcoins have only had a 20 or 30% increase. So if you look at their Satoshi value, so for example, XRP Satoshi value was at 2,600 on average, but right now it's only at 1,600 on average. Um, if you look at CoinMarketCap, of course, you guys will be able to see it. And the same thing with Litecoin, of course, it's at $58 only at a Satoshi value of 3729, and I'm not gonna get into the rest of the numbers, but yeah, it's at 3729 when in reality prior to um, Bitcoin surging it was at 57. So maybe these maybe these altcoin organizations know a thing or two, and I say that I agree with their Satoshi value, that the fact that they're not increasing is a sign of Bitcoin pretty much going down in value. So I think it's a bit bubbled right now. Um, so where is Bitcoin going from right now from 15.8? Just to summarize this entire video because I'm really tired. I've been working all day. I'm gonna say that for the short term, we will, and I don't want to say short term in a couple months. I'm gonna say in the next 2 years. Okay, I'm gonna say in the next 2 years because of cryptocurrency mining hardware being faster and more cryptocurrency mining people joining the space, and at the same time a possible likelihood of bad news crashing the market again. We will definitely see a price of Bitcoin from $6,000 to $9,000. And to say for the long term, in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, I think the price of Bitcoin will be at six figures. So that's where Bitcoin is going for the short term, within 2 years, and also for the long term, Bitcoin for the next 10, 15 years. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know where Bitcoin is going in terms of its price, and what the duration of the price would be in terms of how long. And also drop some comments, guys, in terms of what you guys think for the altcoin market, and also what you guys think is gonna happen with politics, and what the price of Bitcoin is gonna be whenever the bad news kicks in. So subscribe, guys, like the video, share it. I'm also doing MMA videos as well, so I'm trying to get my entire community to be more of a social thing. So um with all of that said, guys, be safe out there. 2020 is not over. The surprises do not stop. So be careful out there, guys. Be safe out there with whatever you're doing. Prioritize it. Believe me, it's worth it. And with that said, guys, be good. Take care of yourselves. Peace.